One of the things you do is you separate yourself.
Okay.
Because that you will not feel it is a lie. No, there are many times you go like, I miss my wife. I mean, for somebody like me who had, especially that been active before, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's
active.
It's a very lot to deal with.
Another word for being active is called oil change. Okay, okay.
Pastor Lake. So, I mean, I'm being very honest here.
Okay.
So it takes the grace of God and then setting some boundaries.
But our countries are dangerous, man. I want to calculate or eliminate with guys.
I always like to withdraw. So after every program, my next move is to withdraw.
Pastor Joseph is saying that he has to withdraw, to avoid temptations and all of that stuff. I know that there are some people who maybe do not have the opportunity to withdraw because some ladies will still come over you, like regardless of your withdrawal and everything. Talk about yourself. How do you handle this kind of situation?
So
wait. Pastor, don't say I'll talk about how you handle it. So most people have talked about it. Now talk about how you handle your own.
Exactly. So there's a video I'm supposed to have published, but I've not had time to edit it. Because I was talking about how young couples, young husband couple, young Christian husband couple, how you are able to manage the situation these days. Because I walk around a lot,
that ranting you did.
And I see a lot of every day. I'm talking about this. Don't look at me like you're holy. Now, how were you able to manage that situation?
That's what I'm asking you.
Exactly, because a lot of people walking about these days, just like Dunsin said in that video, that most people are not drawing the boundaries. They are feeling like the superstar. That's why most we fall, because the enemy we are dealing with is an ancient. He knows histories of men, and he knows the tactics to use in bringing it down. So when you feel you're a superstar, you be brought down. Now let's look at it from this angle. I see two different ladies every day. I see two different ladies. I see the ones that the only thing you see is their face. They look so cute and beautiful. You just want to touch their cheeks and analyze what they wear. I'm like, I need to get this for my eyes. Looking beautiful and godly, and you just appreciate it. And there's another one you see that you must take your eyes off immediately. As you'll be lost, you'll be fulfilling the Bible part when Jesus said you have commit
the sin, just by, because
they walk around pointing these things all over the place. And
which things are they pointing? Is it the finger? Something you point the finger? What are you pointing? Go ahead.
I can't if I say let me define it, my head will educate.
That's why it's a drama.
So it's very complicated and it's alarming. So he said in that immediately you withdraw, and then even don't hug ladies, because when you...
Baby, I'm asking you, how do you deal with it? Now we know that you are saying things that are pointing and those that are pointing back. You yourself, confess it now. How do you deal with it?
It's very simple actually. In mathematics, there's a formula. If you don't know the formula, you will fail it. Most time we need to think English is the easiest, but later we discover that it's mathematics because it has a formula. Now this has a formula. My formula is C. Don't look. Very easy. See, there's a lot of music I know on my head. I don't have them on my phone. Why? Because I listen to it on the street. People play it on the street. Even you hear them. You hear them. And when you hear something repeatedly, you don't know when you start humming them. You know them offhand. So when you walk about and then you see, you take your eyes off immediately. Maybe you're on the phone, maybe you're in a person game, maybe you're on the street walking. There's a lot of things going on around you that you can look at. Probably just, you walk about here and you'll be like, immediately you look at something else. See this motor? Tire will die. You're going to change tire.
I remember one time I went for Alpha Couples program, and Pete was saying one of the ways that you some men do this is maybe they are working with their wives and they go, already gay, sha.
I know, right?
It's a lie. But you're turning the conversation so that you're hearing your wife's perspective, and then you're not imagining it alone and all of that stuff.
So it's very crazy and complicated. So the part I want to point out now, so I've given my, so it's see and don't look. But you see, you take your eyes off. There are times you see and you look, but make sure it doesn't go beyond that. Immediately you see, you just take your eyes off and control something else, because the way they are strategically placed, and make sure that they are so good enough that you will want to look.
It's the way you are doing like this one.
Yeah, it's a practical thing, and most people are not talking about it. You must not do, because they don't wear underwear anymore. No underwear. It just there in your face, like whatever you want to do, just do.
Yeah.
And you just make sure because now you the pursue heaven, now you want to make heaven. So you have to make sure, because this seed will be constantly planted in your mind until you finally thinking, and it's not that bad. And the way it will be placed, somebody will be in there your office, they're probably doing the same thing. That you now start looking, because someone can be very ugly, but immediately you start seeing each other every day, and there's probably a conversation. You don't know when they become so fine and handsome. So you have to be very, very careful. So people will say, when you see two honey Christians, what do? They get married so that they can have sex daily. Yeah, that's what some people say. But now, is that the solution? When you move about these days and you see these things, how do you then control yourself?
Because there's still going to be another person you're going to definitely be earning with.
Because the moment you get married, that's when you start seeing a lot of prospects, like new ones. So far, you'll be like, what was I doing? Yeah,
a lot of people think, they are married now, they are free. I know somebody who, legitimately has told me the ring actually is what is attracting. You get what I'm trying to say? So I'm like, I want my ring, and no, you cannot come closer. And then they go ahead to say that ring itself is what attracts. So you have to be very careful, very, very careful. You are not free from that if you have not battled yet before you got married.
We have a lot of firebranding men of God that has fallen for this. Why did you think they fall? So you should think about yourself and try to put the right measure in place. It's very, very complicated.
Yeah. All right. So guys, do not forget to drop your comments. Let's know what you think about this topic, and if there's any other topic or any video you want us to react to, definitely drop them in the comment or reach out to us via email or DM, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Thank you.